my dad has been overweight as long as I can remember. And I know that as a child, I had prejudice towards him. I was embarrassed and afraid of people judging my family, judging me because of my dad's weight. And I have always seen him as one of the most amazing men I've ever known. He's compassionate and so smart and so willing to be of service to what he believes in. And he's a big guy and he's got a big belly. And when I started learning about the way that we really prejudice against fat in this culture, and probably every culture in this world, it's really sad to think about how there are so many people that are not going to know my dad. They won't give him a second look because of his weight. They won't get to hear his message and his amazing gifts that he has for this world because they see him as a fat person. They see him as lazy and unhealthy and someone that doesn't care. And that's just not true. And in our healthcare systems, there's been all these surveys showing us that when someone who's overweight is treated in hospitals and doctors' offices, they are given less quality care because they come in and people have a prejudice that they aren't taking care of themselves and that they don't care about their health. So why should we bend over backwards to help them? And it really bothers me to imagine that my dad is going to face getting less quality health care when he is as deserving as anyone of being cared for and being helped with his health issues that may or may not have anything to do with his weight. I've been in that place where I get on the airplane and I see the large guy coming down the aisle, and I am just hoping that he's not going to sit next to me and spill over his seat into mine, and it's uncomfortable. It's so uncomfortable to recognize that I carry those prejudices. And then I imagine my dad, who I love so much and I care about him, and imagine that's how people are seeing him as he's walking down the aisle in the airplane. And if he would sit next to me, I'd be so happy to snuggle up to him. He's such a teddy bear and a lover, and yet I know that people don't want to see him and don't want to have to touch him accidentally because of his size. As people are judging and criticizing and even secretly holding this judgment towards fat people, it's this constant reminder of, I'm afraid that I could be like that. It is a constant self-hate, self-shame, self-restriction. Whatever you do, be careful not to end up like that. And so as we are sending out these messages to the universe that I hate fat, we are saying to ourselves, I will hate myself if I get like that. And it's, again, causing stress response around every time we eat, every time that we think about food. And I definitely think that we could all benefit from the practice of sending out love. I love you no matter what your size is. And our souls hear that. And our souls are reminded that we are deserving of love and we are important no matter what our size. This is one of the things that's so powerful about eating psychology for me, is that these relationships that we have with food, these relationships that we have with the way we think about our bodies, the way that we see ourselves, are reflected in everything we do, in every relationship we have, in all of our judgments, in everything that we think. When I am looking at someone else and judging them for whatever, whether it's their weight, whether it's their behavior, whether it's their negativity, whatever it is that I'm judging someone, it is being reflected back to myself. That is something that is a shadow inside of me that I'm hating on. And every time that I'm able to approach someone else, myself, anything in general, with acceptance and compassion and love and curiosity. Let's get curious about, why am I so annoyed by that person? Or why am I so, prejudiced against this type of thing? Then we're able to heal ourselves and heal everyone around us with acceptance and love. And it's okay. It's okay to be where you're at, and it's okay to want it to be different, and everything is allowed here, and we are going to grow and evolve and love each other more in the process.